Hey everybody, welcome to my channel, Manifest Healing with Hippy Sue. I'm Hippy Sue. And Belle, yeah, we got Belle in the background here. As soon as I say Hippy Sue, she comes up here and wants to get right in on the conversation. So, I'm going to do this video here. It's going to be a short one again. Just to do a bit of introduction on me, my health, and how I work with my cards. So, in the very beginning of the pandemic, when there was absolutely no vaccine offered to anybody, I ended up with COVID. I was sick, like deathly ill. Got to visit my mother who passed away like 4 years ago. She spent probably the first 4 or 5 days with me. Um, Bad scene. By the time I was over COVID and sick with the next illness, my brain was not functioning properly. People call it, I don't know, brain fog, memory fog, something like that. I call it memory disconnect. Because what happened with my brain was, okay, we'll use my birthday as an example because they constantly ask me that. When's your birthday? When's your birthday? I'm like, oh my lord. So the logical side of my brain knew exactly what the answer was. My creative side didn't give a shit. It laughed. It was my own voice too, in my own head. And it would laugh at the logical side and say, what does it matter? Here, let's pick this date, and just pick a random date. Now, if I tried, on the logical side, wow, the logical side was not happy. Okay, hold on, I'm going to have to pause here for a second and let Belle outside. Okay, so like my logical side of my brain would get angry and tell off my creative side because it was very important to know the correct answer. So the only way that I could verbalize an answer properly was to write it down. If I tried to say it out loud, my creative side of my brain would work faster than my logical side, and that would be the answer I get. I could not figure out how to pull up the answer properly in my brain. So I called it a disconnect, not a fog. So something similar to a fog is when I'd be like talking and then all of a sudden I have no clue what I'm talking about or what I was doing or why I'm doing what I'm doing. I seen that more of a dementia type thing. And since I'm like getting up there in age, I wasn't sure if it was a health issue or COVID. No, Belle's back. Hold on. Gotta put you on pause again. Alright. I'm back. And she didn't last long out there because it's like minus 35 or worse out there right now. And that's Celsius. Bert. Okay. Sorry. I'm comfortable again here. Okay, now where was I? I think I was talking about brain fog and not being able to remember things, and it's more like dementia than brain fog. Anyways, they can call it brain fog. I call it disconnect. So because of the disconnect was being able to pull up what I was thinking and verbally say it out loud, when I tried to read my cards, even though I knew what the card meant or should mean, I couldn't pull it up properly because I would just pull up random things and say them out loud, and it made absolutely no sense. So I thought, well, how can I read my cards now? So I put words on my cards that would trigger a memory so that I would be able to say stuff out loud with my cards again. So that's how I'm reading cards, or started reading cards again. And then my healing cards that I've used for over 30 years, oh my lord, like those were the ones that I first tried to read when I was sick with COVID. And they're such intense healing cards because there's intentions that go with them, there's prayers, there's lessons, there's meditations, there's the colors, there's the food, there's like all kinds of stuff. And I was just like, I need my cards back and I can't read them. But when I put things on there to go away, Belle. When I wrote things on the card it triggered my memories. So now I'm able to read my cards. The odd time I'll need to pick up my book, and I think it's more so to get confirmation that I'm right, because now it's like a trust issue of my own brain that it's not doing what it should be instead of trusting that it is. So then, let me see, I'll have to backtrack a bit. Just before the pandemic hit, I had bought the Circle of Life cards. Woke up one day and I was like, you need to go and buy some tarot cards. And I'm like, why is Spirit telling me I need to buy tarot cards? I'm not a tarot card reader. I'm a healing card reader. But I went to my favorite bookstore and this was what I seen, Circle of Life. So I bought them. And they were amazing deck to use. Like, they made sense. I loved the pictures of them. There's lots of symbolism in them, so I was able to kind of read them and feel confident that they made sense. But I still didn't trust myself after the pandemic that since they were new cards that I actually knew what I was doing. So I did write on them as well as a way to confirm that I knew what I was talking about when it came to those cards. Belle, don't interrupt me, please. Sit. Sit down. Sit down. Thank you. She's trying to get a treat out of me and she already got one, so she's not getting another one yet. I'm running out of treats. So she can't have as many as she wants. Anyways, then when I was sick with the pandemic, I was using both sets of cards and they were making sense to me and I was able to read them. So I started reading friends again because I was never one to really do readings. Well, I did a lot of readings for people, but I didn't make a living out of doing readings for people. I was always told I should, but I never ever did because I was more into wanting to heal people than to read cards for them. But as life went on, I realized, yeah, I can be a healing tarot card reader. Yay! So I'm working with 3 decks of cards. The third deck I just bought maybe a month ago. I woke up and I totally had a picture in my head of a deck of oracle cards I needed to go buy, animal oracle cards, and they had to associate with archangels. So I went down to the bookstore. It's a warehouse bookstore. And I went down there and walked in, told the woman that works there what I woke up to this vision of, and poof, walks over, shows it to me, and I'm like, whoa, that's them. Bought them, brought them home, opened them up, shuffled them up, dealing them out, checking them out for myself. They're amazing cards, beautiful pictures, art, lovely art. It's like I don't even need the book because it all like just radiates and my hands get like itchy and just ache to play with those cards. They just want them cards in my hands all the time. So I started doing readings with them. And after doing a few readings, I was like practicing to see if I wanted to open up. Don't even start, Belle. I wanted to practice and see if I wanted to open up a healing channel. So I started using those cards and doing readings with those cards. And then I ordered my webcam because they were all making sense. And then I thought, hey, I should do all 3 of my healing cards because I see my Circle of Life card also, that deck also a form of healing. And as I continue more so into the tarot decks, they look like, there's similarities of them to the healing cards. Anyways, I have another deck of cards that I've made. They're my own personal healing deck. I just need to change the back of them because you can read those cards upside down, and if I have the back that I do have on them and I keep it, then you'll be able to tell that the card is upside down, so that's not very beneficial for card readers or the people that are getting read the card. So I got that deck. I've got another 2 decks of visions that I've had that I need to make, so I'll be getting on them as well. So yeah, there's a slight introduction of me being sick with COVID and what I deal with. And oh, and I'm also an author. I think you figured that out from my first video. I will make sure that I add in my links for my books in the description there. And I also have my adventure book on vocal media. So if you're into reading, I put it in as episodes. Because my adventure book, you either make it or you don't. And you're the main character. Stop it, Belle. Enough. Sorry for the interruption. So with my adventure book, either you make it to the end or you don't. You're the only one and only character. You're the main character. You make all the decisions. Well, I guess there are other characters in the book. You have a buddy that's with you, Jordan. So you and Jordan talk to each other and decide what to do all the way through the book. Anyways, it's an awesome book. You get to go to a Native American Sundance. You get to go ghost tour. You get to check out a haunted tuberculosis clinic. Anyways, check it out. I'm trying to help the young ones out here and get their photos out there for people to see. So I'm gathering, I have a young one, well, I call her a young one, she's in her 30s. She's been doing my photography for me. And I believe I have almost all the pictures I need, if not all the pictures I need for that book. And I'm also using her photography in my adventure book that I have online already. Her photography's in there. Majority of it is hers. But the actual hardcover and the paperback, it will have only her photos in there. I won't put anybody else's but hers in there because I'd like to help her get a step out there in the world. Anyways, my time's running out. Nice chatting with everybody. Love the community. Thanks for everything, guys. Thumbs up. Hit that, what is it? Share, notification, the bell, whatever it is, wherever it is. Oh, yeah, Belle saying bye. Say bye for now, Belle. This is Hippy, Sue, and Belle signing off. Ciao for now. It's been a slice, everybody. Say bye, Belle. Say bye. Bye. Goofy girl.